YouTube. What's up, YouTube? It's a nice day outside. It's got a lot of overcast. Yeah. Today is Today is the 27th of August. It's Thursday. And yeah, today I don't really like coming on here every day talking about basketball, but I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about it today. I don't like coming on here talking about basketball every day because the people who do that, they really don't even be that good in basketball. So it's like, I don't know, but they're using their platform and it's becoming more than basketball. So, of course, I'm sure everyone knows by now that the rest of the playoffs could potentially be canceled. The Bucks said they weren't going to play. So, you watch these shows, you got Skip talking, you got Shannon talking. Shannon, you know, Shannon gonna do what he do. I don't know, man. Y'all just have to be thankful. Be thankful. Be thankful for the things you do have. You got life. Because a young man lost his life. And now, I really feel like the time we're in right now is the most critical time in the world. Like, as far as how easily information can be spread. Whereas previously, in years past, things that didn't happen close by were not known until some time. Whereas now it's everyone has a camera, everyone's recording everything. So I feel like the time we're in now is very critical. This time right now is not even remotely close to any other time previous to this. So, that being said, the players are not playing, and I think it's excellent. Because at first, of course, me being only thinking about me and being selfish and just loving basketball so much, yeah, I want to see them play. And I'm like, oh man, the game's not on. And so I'm like, why is the game not on? And then so I'm like, oh, okay, I feel that. And then once I figured out why they didn't play, I was like, okay, I respect that. Because they're starting to see that as an American, you are so blessed to not be in a communist nation or a place with different beliefs. In America, you have the right to do certain things. And the NBA players doing this helps the youth understand the power that they have as an American. It's not rigged. If you get enough people going towards the same direction in America, what do you think is going to happen? There's not enough people to stop. If everyone's just like, look, these are our demands, we are coming together. That's what democracy is. You have the majority rule. So if everyone's thinking the same way, there can be huge changes as far as legislation, and honestly, everyday life, I feel like, has already been changed this year. It can change a lot more for the better. Just wanted to give my opinion on that because I feel like I should speak on it because I respect that. If you feel like you shouldn't play right now, by all means, don't play. What is the NBA without you? They're not gonna go out and just draft another. They're not just gonna go out and just get another Giannis. Just be like, oh yeah, we don't need you. We have this guy. Go out and get another LeBron. LeBron can take his brand and do anything. LeBron can leave the NBA and take his brand and like run the world or something crazy. So I respect that. The NBA cannot move without the players. Now, if you got like, okay, let's just say the Lakers starting five, none of them won, or like the Bucks starting five, they all said, oh, we're gonna play, and then like 2 or 3 bench players at the bottom. So, oh no, we're not playing. It's like, all right, yeah, and then it'll just be like, oh, these 2 young men chose to sit out, and I feel like it would have got swept under the rug with all the stats and stuff that were going on. They would have brought it up, once a segment. They probably would have had 1 or 2 whole segments on it. But they stopped every game. And then, when you stop every game in the NBA, it's over. Literally 5 minutes before the game, we're not playing. That whole television block, all those ads are paid for already. That's a big move. That's a big move. Huge. Yeah, I'm driving by like tractors going like 20 and stuff out here. Yeah. Huge. I love it, man. I would give up basketball for the youth and say, look, see, this is the power they have. And they make the whole world shake without picking up no weapons and kneeling. The whole world gonna shake. NBA's not playing, the whole world shakes. You know how many stats, bets were up? They gotta get all that money out. Bets, millions of dollar bets. I'm pretty sure people are probably in the billions gambling on the NBA. Like pot-wise, oh yeah. Whole world shake. All those ads paid for. The networks they have to play whatever they use to fill that block's got to be hot. Got to be #1 show out right now. New episode. You're not gonna get those views. The game's supposed to be on. Who's gonna sit and not watch the game and just watch something else and then just hang out and drink beers? It's like, what? Huge. I don't know, YouTube. I don't know what we're gonna do, man. I mean, they're using their platform the right way, but what's next? Are you guys coming back? Is the season over? Are we just gonna shut basketball down? No basketball, period. No basketball, period. You know how many people be hurt? You know how many people aren't going to get paid? It's going to be the little guys who are going to get stepped on. They're going to get stepped on so hard. They're going to get cut. What? And then what's the NBA going to do? I'm pretty sure there ain't no PPP loan, none of that going on. It's coronavirus stuff no more. This is a real problem. This ain't no coronavirus problem. So I don't know what's going on, YouTube. Headed back home though, man. Need to slow it down though. actually all I wanted to talk about, you know? I don't know, YouTube. I don't know, I think everybody should do that. Everybody who has a platform, just get on your platform for an hour and not say anything. If you make 10-minute long videos, don't say nothing for 10 minutes. If you make 30-minute long videos, just get on your YouTube and just don't say anything. 30 minutes. And then you just put in the description whatever you're protesting. Not no long sentence. Just like a real statement. Like what's on the back of one of them jerseys. And if you don't want to do one, you ain't got to. Don't write no paragraph in the description. Don't put no whole bunch of links to other people. Because it's like, I try to stay positive, but you can't help but be upset at things when they happen like that. It's like, come on, guys. You're still doing that? It's just with the police, okay? In that situation, they're always trying to maintain dominance, maintain the upper hand, because their job is different from just living a regular life. And I understand that. But when are we... Why, though? Why? he really did that. Like, he was using it like it wasn't even. Oh my goodness. I was like, really? Can't help but be upset. This guy's like, man, come on, man. And what you guys have to realize, what you guys have to keep in mind is that, okay, when these cops are rolling around, just, you know, doing their cop thing, every single cop, yeah, you probably gotta, just like, you know, I feel like there are few police districts that don't all operate in a sort of clique like, okay, this police force, some, like, in any particular town who has a police precinct or whatever, where there's a bunch of cop cars and that's where they at that precinct, they gonna have their little cliques, just like at anybody's job. You know, at every job, it's gonna be either everybody work good together and everybody is cool with everybody, or you got this group of people is cool with these group of people, and this group of people is cool with these group of people, and this group of people kind of don't really talk to nobody. They go to work, you know. Like, some jobs, everybody and all just cool partying at Friday, you know, everybody get off Friday night and just go to the bar. Every job ain't like that. Some jobs, a lot of people don't really deal with their coworkers. So police is the same thing. They go to work. Yeah, it's other police that they love, and they get along when they eat dinner, when they wives know each other and they cook for each other and all that. One day bring some leg, what you got for lunch today? Oh man, I ain't got nothing. They look out for each other and stuff. But then in some police precincts where you got a group of cops that are this sort of way and then a group of cops that are this sort of way. And what you notice is when they hit the streets and then they click up at a scene, their conduct and their demeanor is gonna be what they hold their precinct to. They're gonna be like, when you see the police videos where it's 2-3 cops and, you know, they got their fingers on their bulletproof vest like this. You know, one's just, you know, on his phone. One's just got his arms crossed. That's a chill precinct. Those guys, when they talk about how they stop people, they're always gonna say, yeah, I stopped this guy, I was super chill with him, and, you know, he was good. I just don't want to be the bad cop around here. You know, these guys see me all the time, and they recognize me, and they always call me the same thing when I pull up. And then the other cops like, oh yeah, that was cool, I did the same thing, and they were cool with that. Yeah, just keep doing that, you'll do fine around here. That's how they talk. That's their job. So when you see a group of cops now, when you see a group of them and it's like 3-4 of them or 2-3 of them, and they both got their guns out, or as soon as you start not complying, they pull their gun out. Whereas some guys are like, hey, chill, bro, chill. You can't be doing that when I'm here. You can't be running. They'll explain to you like, hey, whoa. When you get to start to walking off or doing whatever you want to do, they gonna get loud and whoa, hey, chill, bro. You know, we need to communicate. If you gonna move, I'm gonna move. You know, I got this loaded 9. I got this loaded 40. They holding Glocks. So they got loaded guns. Those guys want you to just chill out. If you finna walk to your car, hey, can I walk to my car and get a cigarette? They'll be like, all right, I'll get you one. Where they at? And they'll be like, oh, well, you know, I don't really want you to search my car. And it's like, all right, well, if they some cool cops, you know what I mean, they're gonna let you just go. If you not being detained or nothing, you just chilling. Like, cops aren't always around because something bad's happening. Sometimes cops are just there. And then even when sometimes bad stuff happens, sometimes them cops be pulling up and they be chill. But then you see the cops who they're all aggressive and all super mean and, oh, what are you doing? Hey, get on the ground. Want to put their hands on you and stuff. And they all jumping. Like, man, come on now, bruh. They operate like cliques. And then when the footage comes out, it shows how it shows how they feel about their precinct. It shows what they have their little meetings. Oh, we're gonna start getting guys for this or whatever. We need to do this around the office or whatever. When you're in your car, it's XYZ, blah blah blah. This is word from up top. I'm just passing down to you guys. Just like any other job, they boss come in, the chief come in, tell them blah 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 blah, and then they disperse. But then before they hit the streets, they don't just talk to the boss and then leave out. They got their lockers, they got their food, they got their everything is at the precinct. So they're chilling. Hey, some of them not dressed as cops yet. They just in regular clothes. They gotta get dressed. All that. It's like a normal job. And then they talk, and then they're like, yeah, you know, chief said this, but I'm not finna be harassing nobody. All of these people know me. And then you got the guys who, I don't know how the bad cops will talk. I couldn't even imagine how bad cops who just really just want to shoot somebody would talk amongst themselves when they're just chilling. See, that's what people, that's what I be looking at when I see these videos. I'm looking at not just how, because this is how you know whenever they was ready to do something. If everybody pulling their guns out, they know somebody gonna get shot. Now everybody, everybody jump on you trying to hold you down and arrest you. They ready for fights. But now if like you have an officer who's doing something wrong and another officer's like freaking out, like, oh, like looking back and forth and like asking a question and like not jumping on the guy with him. It's like, oh my gosh, I didn't know we were on that tip. I didn't know we was beating people up today. I didn't really do any push-ups the last few days. I didn't think we were on that. That's how you know when it was just that one cop who was acting crazy that day. He just wanted to hurt somebody. I don't know. It's just things. That's what I see. Because I understand they're just cops or people like these people with these jobs who you think, okay, they have this position, they have this title, it must make them a better person than me. No, these people are normal people. The people you work with are normal people. Only thing that your boss has over you is that he knows your job better than you do. So your boss isn't like some better person or messiah, you know what I'm saying? He or she is just a regular person. So sometimes it's not so you can treat them with disrespect when you're at your job. Knowing that it helps you because it helps you to be normal with them. Like, hey, hey, my girlfriend baked some cookies. Do you want one? I'm just giving. I already offered all my coworkers some. Why would you not offer the boss none? Because you're scared of the boss? You know what I'm saying? The boss, you know, ain't no point in being scared of him. Just, hey, yo, hey, look, hey, or him or her, or if you buy like a case of good drinks, hey, boss, got a case here. It doesn't make you a suck up. It's just like, yo, bosses are regular people. A boss, if you sit and you ask a boss about the job, oh my gosh, he's gonna like, he's not gonna like fire you or something. Some bosses, though, are a little bit less approachable than others. And that's understandable. That's every job. Every job, you're not gonna have a super cool boss who you can bump cigs off of, and he talks shit about talks noise about rude customers, but it's super nice to the regulars. You're not always gonna have that. Sometimes you're gonna have bosses. Sometimes you're gonna have people in management who don't know how to deal with other people. Sometimes you're gonna have people in management who are intimidated by you because you are a certain race or you're a certain gender. So not necessarily all bosses are unapproachable because they're just mean. Some bosses are they're not used to the job, but bosses are regular people, bro. So like, you can ask them a question about, if you ask your boss a question about the job and you think it's like, oh, he's watching you, so you think you should really know this. You can ask a question, especially if you know what you're doing. If you know what you're doing already, you're straight. But you can always ask a question like that'll lead into something that you want to know, but you're not asking it directly. You know what I mean? So it can seem like you're just having a normal conversation with them, instead of just being like, you never say good morning, never say hello. It's just like, you talk to the boss because you need something for work, and then you don't talk. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know, YouTube. I don't know what we should do. I don't know what I should do. I'm just going to post a YouTube video talking about it. My opinion is known. If people watch this video and they start to think, oh, yeah, we do have power. The NBA players, they did do that. Alright, YouTube. It's been swell. Might do that. I mean, my channel is like, okay, yeah, if I post a blank video, it's like, who's gonna see it? It'd be better if they seen this video explaining the blank video, talking about the NBA players. I feel like that's better for me to do than doing a blank video right now, because I'd do a blank video, no one would see it. It'd be seen like way later, and then they'd be like, oh, I wonder why he did this, and then they'd probably end up watching this, and then be like, oh, okay. But if a lot of people watch this video and everyone starts doing the blank video, and it's not even a cloud thing. It's using your cloud for change. Using your cloud to show the little kids that you don't have to do anything violent to make change. Malcolm X even changed his ways. I I feel like Malcolm X and Martin Luther King aren't as big deals as they were for me and my peers. Because like 30 years ago, yeah, Martin Luther King was a big deal. Malcolm X was a big deal. The people who were alive 30 years ago were little kids when those people were alive. And that's all everyone was talking about. Wasn't no Twitter, wasn't no Instagram, wasn't no LeBron. Yeah, you had Jordan and the Magics and stuff like that, but still it wasn't. Even basketball, I feel like, wasn't even as big as it is now. Because of just the sheer amount of people that are watching basketball now. And then you have this, I don't know, it's just that their platform is huge. Like the Jordan shoe brand is so huge. The Nike shoe brand is so huge. It's like the platform is huge. If Nike does something big for protests, they would sell every shoe, so it would be wrong to make a shoe out of it. You know what I mean? Nike would literally have to give free shoes to like every underage, like every developed like black community. Just go in, just give them all shoes. Whatever is the like best shoe you can make to give away to millions. Just do it. Go to places where their medium household income is low. And just give shoes out. Even like, but you can't just do like, you can't just go to one place and then give a bunch of shoes out. It'd be super lame. I'm talking about go everywhere. Give shoes out. Just in America. Because right now it's like, come on, like, we're basically using the other countries for their resources. We're not even, and it's not by force, but the people who have power now in those countries, most of them took it by force. So as Americans, we're past that barbaric stage. We gotta force our way into stuff. Literally the same kind of publicity, I guess is all you can say it is. The same sort of, it's like a renaissance. It's not even for the current people, it's like, oh my gosh. But like for like people who are, understand the way the world is, it's nothing new. But this same sort of election year hype could have all happened if after we seen the first tragic thing in 2020, as far as with the whole situation going on now, we seen the first tragic thing. If it would have been a mass, I'm talking about huge, peaceful protest movement, coordinated, not on no country type one horse town, and y'all just setting everything on fire. What are you doing there? Well, chill out. Everybody coordinate, and everyone knows the media is talking about, I'm talking about if the streets would have been quiet and a public statement would have went out to the big heads and said, look, at this time, we are going out on a peaceful march throughout America. Nothing else. At this particular time. End of broadcast. And everyone in America would see that. And everyone would be, and it'd be like the next day, it would circulate, and it would, and if I'm talking about shutting roads down and everything, people getting arrested, all this stuff, but peaceful. I mean, I guess there's too many drugs there's too many. That's another reason why, I don't know, it's just the drug culture in America, the gun culture in America, it's all so, and when you grow up, you see it. When you're younger, you don't see it. You just sing the songs and you look at all the ads and stuff. But it's all just, it's a YouTube ad straight to a trap. Everything about life is just like a YouTube ad. I said this on another video. I don't think I uploaded it though. But life's like a YouTube ad. That's what it is. It's a YouTube ad. Come in with it's host. Once you're conscious of the world, you know, which happens at like 2, 3 for like, you know, super developed kids, and then like normal people are like really like making concrete memories and doing and learning how to talk and being very social around like 3, 4, 5, and then by that time you're getting told about school. You're going to like kindergarten. You're going to like daycare, and they're already they're like, it's just like an ad. It's just they keep hitting you over and over and over and over again with the same thing, and then it's like, you know, you go to your little daycare or whatever, and it's always a schedule, and you're following a schedule. You're going somewhere and you're following that person's schedule that they made out for you. Then you come home and it's like, oh yeah, woo-woo. So you become subconsciously tuned into doing that. Just like with these ads, you sing along subconsciously when they come on. Fish fry, right tie, risotto, photo. Everyone knows that commercial because it comes on a lot, and it's it's over and over, so it's subconsciously tuned into you. So, yeah, it's just like it's just an ad, bro. And all this, you know, you go to school and you hear about all this hype about things. Things are hyped up, like in the ad. Something's hyped up and you got a flashy screen and something nice happening in front of you. It's like, oh my gosh, that looks so good. That looks crazy. Man, I want to watch this. And so you become interested and you pursue it. And things are always hyped up when you're in school. Like when you get to high school and they have, whoever, little Susie or Miss Rachel or Mr. Bob, or they have somebody come on the intercom when you're in high school, if you have an intercom in your high school, and then they're always saying, oh well, talking about the kids who did good things at the school. Those kids always get airtime. They're gonna get radio waves at the school. The schools do that. It's positive reinforcement on behavior that they encourage. So they're gonna say it over the intercom, and so boom, they say something about little Joey or little BJ or little Susie, and she done did this amazing thing, and she's getting this reward and that reward, and you're like, oh my gosh, I want to be little Susie. That sounds like a lick. Oh, little Jimmy made all A's all year, and now he's going to Chicago to visit a college and stay there for 2-3 weeks. What? Bad? For free? What? And then they hype up college. They hype up college. They hype it up. And it's just a hype. It's just like some fancy stuff on the screen that's like, the ad food is never cooked like regular. It's like they hire professionals to dress food and set food on a plate, or set food on a grill, or they just hire professionals to take pictures of whatever food they got. So it don't even be cheese, it don't even be whipped cream, it don't even be ice cream, it don't even be what you think it is. It's like foam or something that look like it, but it just make it look perfect. And then, everyone knows when you get a burger from McDonald's, it's not going to look like the commercial. But how does the commercial? That's what I'm saying. It's just all an ad. They dress college up like it's just so good. What is the point of going to college, especially if you're not going to learn something that can make you do it on your own? Like, you don't need to work for someone else. Like, why would you go to college to work for someone else? And then it's super expensive. Now, if you have a scholarship, then by all means, go to college 3-4 times. As long as it's free, oh yeah, go every time. But if you gotta pay for it, why would you go to college? Because it's like, you get in debt. I mean, if you're just big bands and you're just, I'm gonna go to college and pay for it, no loans, that's a lick. That community college, you can do that. You can, a regular person who's going paycheck to paycheck can afford community college. You just need one play, one move, and boom, your whole year is paid for. And so, shoot, man. But like, you go to a university, you go to like a 2-year college, a 4-year college, and major in something that's like, what? Like, if you go to school to learn to be like a super coder on a computer, and you get taught how to use C++, A+, Linux, Cube, Box, Rocks, all these crazy programs and softwares, then you can do things on your own. You can design things for a business and negotiate your own contract and have your people look over it, have their people look over it, and then you run it back. Like, you don't want to go to college to work for someone else and pay for it. That just don't make no sense. College is all like, it's like I said, it's like that food they dress up on them McDonald's commercials. They dress it up to be so nice, but it's not nice. Like, they don't teach you the proper thing. They don't teach you to say, like back in the day, the saying was, you teach a man how to fish so that he can catch his own fish. You don't just always feed them fish all the time. You say, hey, yo, here's a pole. Now you can eat however many fish you want. So why did all of a sudden we stopped doing that? We stopped teaching these jobs that you can slap a sign on the side of your truck and start your own business by learning how to fish. You become a fisherman and you sell your fish. You slap a sign on the side of your truck and says, you're a fish. And then people buy them from you. Because a lot of people ain't going to take that fishing pole and go out there and fish. But they like to eat fish. So it's a lick right there. Boom. So they stopped teaching you that. They started teaching you to go work for someone else. They started teaching you to go out and set somebody traps for them, or go out and cast a net for somebody else instead of fishing for yourself. They didn't have, they had more percentage-wise of schools that were out. They had more of the tech classes back in the day, man. Back in the day, everybody had a trade class that you could have got into. That's why I encourage the Job Corps program. That's why I encourage these 2-year schools. Because a lot of the 2-year schools, if you're willing to go there, they will teach you a trade. They have a trade curriculum. And it's whatever trade you want to do. And then they'll be linked up with the unions. So those guys know what certs to get. They know who to talk to. They know the connections. They know the good jobs coming up. But people zone in on one little thing and then get really sad about it and don't try to better themselves. But like I said, life's like a YouTube ad. Colleges like that. And all this legislation that we're hoping for, we don't see nobody doing the legislation. They proposed something in the House on Wednesday. The Republicans proposed something. Then on Thursday, the Democrats come back and they deny it. And they go back and revise it Thursday night. And then on Friday, they do the same thing over again. They flip-flop it. But somebody's reading this stuff over. Somebody's every day. Huge documents, and they always brag about the size. That's the part of the YouTube ad where it's a whole bunch of little small talk and no one understands what you're saying, but you're just hurry up and get it over with so I can either choose to get this product or skip the ad, you know what I mean? It's always, and it tells you all the side effects and all the small little details about the ad at the end with the little scribble talk. So that's the legislation that they do. And no one pays attention to it. Don't nobody read every proposed document. And the people who do, that's where they work. It's probably a team of them, and they split it up. And a court or a piece of legislation probably has to be presented in a certain way that makes it easier to read through for the person who understands the structure of it. So it's probably, they probably structure it paragraphs by paragraphs and certain pages and certain they probably always they probably know that, okay, well, if they're going to be talking about the economy, it's going to be on page 3. And if they're going to be talking about food, it's going to be on page 4. And they probably have, a group for each topic that they know is going to be in the proposal. And each group looks at it, and each group comes up with something about it, and then they'll have a final group to look over it again and think about what they said about it. I'm fumbling around, you two. Yeah, I'm gonna get off here. Y'all just be safe out there and give thanks for what you do have.